A hero. Sunday. It is Sunday. I love Sundays. Then I have got time for my horse. Every Sunday I ride him. His name is Dixie. He is a good horse. I call him my horse, but I don't own him. I only ride him. It costs too much money to buy a horse. My mother says that. That is okay. If only I have Dixie. Dixie is on a farm. It is 4 miles from home. I say goodbye to Mom and Dad. Then I ride my bike. On the farm. At 2 o'clock I am on the farm. I say hello to Kate. She lives on the farm. Then I go to find Dixie. I take him outside. Today I will ride into the forest, I say. Kate looks up. She smiles. Have a nice ride, Mia, she says. Thanks, I say. Then I jump onto Dixie. Gee, I say. Then Dixie moves. The forest. I look up. The sun is shining. It is a nice day. I ride into the forest. While I ride, I sing a song. I sing for a while, then I listen to the birds. There are lots of birds in the forest. I like to hear them sing. Then I hear something. It is not a bird. But what is it? A sound. It sounds like a cat. Is there a cat in the forest? Or is it another animal? Maybe it is a fox. How does a fox sound? I can see Dixie's ears. They move towards the sound. He can hear it too. I stop riding. Then I jump to the ground. I stand still. I listen. The sound comes again. I see a big stone. Behind it there is a tree. I tie Dixie to the tree. Then I listen. Where does the sound come from? A box. Now it sounds like someone is crying. Suddenly I get scared. I am alone in the forest. I can see nobody. Is it too risky to go here alone? But no, I must find out what it is. I leave the path, then I go to the right. The sound gets higher. I am close to it now. After a while I see a box. I am sure the sound comes from the box. Maybe it is kittens. I have heard that people leave them in boxes. My heart starts beating. I have to open the box. What will I find? Are some of the kittens dead? A baby. I am afraid, but I have to look. I sit down to open the box. Then I scream. Oh no, I cry. In the box there are no kittens. There is a baby, a newborn baby. It is a boy, a small boy, a boy without a mother. His little head is red. He cries and cries. There is blood all over his body. He is naked and lies on a blanket. I put my hand into the box. Then I lift the baby out of it. He is cold, but he is alive. I must save him. But what shall I do? If only I had my mobile, then I could call the police. But it is broken. I must help the baby myself. The mother. I put the baby under my jacket. Then he stops crying. He looks hungry. I think he needs milk. But I don't have any milk. How can anyone leave a baby here? A newborn baby. While I walk, I think of the mother. Who is she? Why does she not want her baby? Is she too young? Is she poor? Where is the father? Help! A little later I stand with Dixie. But how do I get on him? Can I ride with a baby in my arms? I don't know, but I have to try. I jump onto Dixie. Help! I cry. I almost dropped the baby. He starts to cry again. I talk to him. I sing to him. Then I rock him. At last he stops crying. The blanket. Now I must ride back to the farm. I ride with an arm around the baby. I look at him. Now he sleeps. Half an hour later I am on the farm. Kate waves at me. Then she sees the blanket. What have you got there? She says. She can't see the baby, only the blanket. A baby? Look here. I found him in a box, I say. A box? A baby? Kate says. The police. We must call the police, I say. And the hospital, Kate says. I give Kate the baby. Then I jump down. Kate looks at him. He is newborn. Look at him. He still has blood on his body, Kate says. Kate and I go inside. We call the police. Then we call the hospital. Will he die? Kate holds the baby. I take Dixie into the stable. Then I go back to the baby. I hold him and look at him. He is so small, and he is all alone. What if I had not been in the forest? What if I had not heard him cry? Would he have died then? I hate to think of that, but I am sure he would have died. I am lucky I found him. I hope he will not die. The ambulance. Now I hear a sound again. It is a siren from a police car. I can see it. Behind it there is an ambulance. I wave at them. Then they drive to the farm. 2 men jump out of the ambulance. One of them takes the baby. Then he asks me some questions. Shortly after, he says goodbye. He must hurry to the hospital. He takes the baby. Then he goes to the ambulance. I run after him. He can't just go. I want to stay with the baby. He is all alone, I say. I feel as if he is my baby. No, you can't go. You have to help the police, the man says. Then he closes the door and drives away. I cry. What will happen to the baby. I have to know. Stop. Now the policeman comes to me. Hello, my name is Tom. Tell me all about it, he says. I tell him about the sound. I tell him about the box. I also tell him about the baby. You must show me the box. Maybe we can find the mother then, Tom says. I enter the police car. Then we drive to the forest. I try to find the right place. Stop, I think it is here, I cry. The car stops. Then we go out. I go to the right. Then I try to find the box. But it is not easy. All the forest looks the same. I walk around for a while. Then I see the stone. I know the box is close to it. I run to the stone. From here I can see the box. Here it is, I cry. Tom goes to the box. He looks at it. Then he puts it into a big bag. Dogs. Tom calls the station. We need some dogs. They must search the forest, he says. Then he tells them where to drive. Why dogs? I ask. Maybe they can find the mother. Maybe she lives close to the forest, Tom says. We wait for a while. Then some police cars come. They have 4 dogs. Tom and I say hello. Then Tom opens the bag. The dogs sniff at the box. Now they can search for the mother. Your parents. Tom and I go back to the farm. Have you called your parents? Tom says. No, I say. Then we will drive to your house. We have some more questions for you. We want you to come to the station, but your mom and dad can come too. What about my bike? I ask. We can pick it up later, Tom says. On the farm, we say goodbye to Kate. Then we go to my house.